Which arm are we doing today? Do the Peter McKinnon. What's up, everybody? Welcome to another video. I noticed recently that one of my videos applying to jobs that I don't feel qualified for was doing well. And people thought, people asked me a few times what was the response on that video. So 4 of them told me no. A couple of them told me no the next day. One of them sent me a form that said, please fill out this 50-step questionnaire, and I never did, right? Because I'm not really job searching. And a lot of people told me, I would never even look at your resume or cover letter if you started off with that, this is a cool place, or hey, or this seems so immature, or something like that. Those weren't my best attempts at applying to jobs. I was just showing you how I could figure out a way to match my specifications to a job that I don't necessarily feel qualified for. I didn't put any hopes and dreams into getting those jobs. And I would suggest that you do the same when you do that, right? When you apply to a job that you think is the best place, super cool, don't put your emotions into it. You got to have that growth mindset, abundance mentality. If you don't get that job, hey, no problem. Just move on to the next one. Abundance, growth. Don't put your emotions into a future state, all right? So enough Tony Robbins here. This video is me applying to freelance jobs. So I'm going to use Fiverr, Upwork, and I'm going to look for some contract gigs on AngelList and Indeed, and we'll see what we can find. And I'll see what I can swing. Like if someone wants me to build a project that I maybe or maybe not can do, I'll apply for it, and let's see how far we can get with it. I know this freelancing is a popular way to get your foot in the door, right? If you can't get a job at a company, you can just freelance or go work for a friend, or that is freelancing. But this has been a popular question. Like, I want to freelance, I don't want to work for somebody. How do I get my foot in the door? Well, let's apply to some jobs, and we don't necessarily have a portfolio that's related to this, but we think we have the capability and the ability to learn what we need to get it done. And then we'll look at their timeline that they want, their budget. We'll see if that's in our range, and maybe there's some jobs that aren't in our range, but we'll definitely apply. And so this video isn't again to be like a joke. It's not meant to show oh look, hit apply and some garbage resume. It's just meant to show how you can convert what you know into a way to present them as a skill to a company or a person, and to show that you have the ability to learn what they want you to learn, or are excited about what they're doing, and you just want a chance. That's all it is. You need someone to take a shot on you, to take a chance with you, to get your foot in that door. All you need is the stamp on your resume. You just need to get paid to code, and I think you guys can do this. It's not that hard. We'll go through, we'll look at some jobs, and we'll apply. One thing, real quick before we start the video, I'm supposed to be growing my Instagram. My Instagram is /Joshua Fluke. Go follow me. If you want to see what I'm like when I'm not on live stream or when I'm not doing these videos in this one typical area, then go follow me on Instagram, and you can see what I'm up to. You can see my dogs. You can see a couple pics of my girlfriend, probably some food of me working out, if you want to see a douchebag flexing the non-existent muscles. So I appreciate that. Also, I have a Discord. Link for the Discord is in the description. Come tell me your thoughts on this. Tell me if you thought it was ridiculous or cool, or it motivated you, or maybe just come hang out with us. We're a bunch of people trying to grow, trying to progress. Jim Rohn says you're the average. You're the average of the people that you hang out with. And in this industry, it can be hard to go and physically hang out with people. There's people all over the world. So I tried to create a community where you can hang out with people that are in a like mindset and a growth mindset. We're all trying to do better, get jobs, learn. Anyways, the link for that's in the description below. Some more Tony Robbins, Joshua Robbins, I guess. I just want to say thank you to the patrons that support this channel. You helped me buy this new computer, and I really appreciate it. And I hope that the quality of this video has gone up because of that. So I just want to say thank you to Josh, Vlaslo, the Martin Fee, DJ Richie, and Louise. Thanks for supporting the channel. If you've never considered supporting someone or donating to someone's cause, maybe the next time you do, think of me. That would be cool. So without further ado, let's jump into this video, and I hope you guys enjoy it. If you want to see more, hit that little subscribe button. So if you want to see more videos like this, hit this little subscribe button somewhere around here, and then click the bell, and you'll see when I get more of these videos. I hope that I hope that this video helps you. If it does, leave a comment, shoot me an email, and I'll be happy to help you out any way I can, because that's the goal of these videos anyways. So let's jump in. So the way that this website works is that you can check US only. There's an actual, so there's a US only thing here in the top left. And so if you're a freelancer in the United States, right, always check the US only. Otherwise you're going to be competing with people that can live on like, $10 a day, which just, isn't feasible here in the United States, really. Also $10 a day, I mean, that's just crazy. So if you're in the US, check US feed only. Otherwise, you can search for everything. You can set up your categories. I've already set up my categories. These are all the things that I'm interested in or that I'm willing to try to do. Like I'll do technical support. Oh, they just added customer service. I think I'll add that on there. Admin support. I mean, try web research, project management. I've reached the maximum. Okay, I guess I'll just do project management then. That doesn't seem too bad. Let's go ahead and save these categories. You can see I have the dev stuff up here. I'm not a huge fan of mobile development. Desktop software, don't know a whole lot about that, but just come in here to this little section you found it on the left, fill out everything that you have. I'm gonna go ahead and save this. And let's search for a web designer. So I'm gonna type JavaScript here. Apparently it's loading. All right, so featured job. Find something here. Developer for on-site pop-up creation. Shows pop-up when a shopper has over, so it's HTML and CSS. The price here you can see is 2 of these dollar signs. Go ahead and click it. This doesn't seem like it'd be that big of a deal. Open a new tab here. Mix of experience and value, fully specified. Okay, so you need a job success rate. So basically you get rated on your jobs of being succeeded or failing, and you get a score, and these are some of the filters that companies can use to filter you out. So if you've taken a bunch of jobs and you've done really bad at them, you probably can't get any jobs on here. So you can submit a proposal, and if you're on the free version like me, you have a set number of connects. I have 60 connects. This person costs 2 to use, right? So this is Upwork, how they charge and make money. So let's see, add shoppers platform, we need an experienced web developer. Show this pop up when a shopper has over $100 in their cart and tries to leave the page. Solid JavaScript design skills, more than 30 hours a week, 1 to 3 months. Not sure how I feel about that, but this is what I would do when I would submit a proposal. So let's go ahead and click submit a proposal. I'm not going to actually send it, right? Because I don't want to waste their time. I don't want to actually mark my Upwork account as anything like that. So you can come down here and you can look at your hourly rate. You can set that. So Upwork takes 20% right off the top, no matter what. And then the customer or client, I guess your client, and will ask a question if they want to. So for a cover letter, I mean, there's not much in a cover letter. You could just go ahead and start off the cover letter with, I have over 2 years right, so this says I have over 2 years experience with web development and enjoy e-commerce web development. I think I'd be a great fit for this role. This is a cover letter, but the job title is pretty small, so no need to really, go huge here. What are you most proud of that you accomplished using JavaScript? So this is just a chance for you to shine. So I would be like, successfully implemented Redux after we created the application. I'm not going to actually type that out, but I would say that's one of the more proud moments I've had. So graphic design, jQuery, we can view the job posting again. So you can actually review the people here on Upwork too. You can see if they've paid well, you can see the average, and then you'll go ahead and submit your resume there, your actual resume. Okay, so 2 connects, you have 58 connects. I don't meet all the client's preferred qualifications. So this is preferred qualifications. They'd like me to have worked on here for at least an hour. So I can't even apply to this. Well, I could, but there's no point anyway. So let's go back to my jobs. Find work. Website fixed. Budget $1,200, posted 1 hour ago. Please pardon any typos. Oh, they want a WordPress, okay. Job says at least 90%. I don't have this, but it's preferred, so include rising talent. Yes, I do not meet that, but that's okay. So you can see that they have had a 17% higher rate based on the applications that they get. They've spent $865 on this website, and they pay an average of $30 an hour, over 29 hours here. Other job openings: need a website built for a startup trucking company. So you can see similar jobs. Let's see, job progress. Need code written, so this is what someone's working on right now, 29 hours. Freelancer by Andrew C., $30 an hour. Not bad. Let's see. Let's look at this other related job. So by the same company, develop website from scratch, upgrade your membership to see the bid range. So if you do that, you can see other people's offers, like what they're willing to do it for, and so then you could undercut them. So proposals, 10 to 15 received so far. They checked this 4 hours ago. Looking for experienced, not needing a really complex platform, just sharing company information. Need a tool where potential employees can upload a resume. What platform to use that will have room for growth. So I think this guy already knows what he wants. He has a WordPress and his other job posting, so I imagine you could suggest WordPress here and it wouldn't be that bad. As a freelancer, it has a backend, and it's fairly easy to work with. So that's one of these jobs, and then you could submit a proposal. I don't know what his requests are. Cover letter. So this guy doesn't have anything. There are more complex ones. Let's come back over here to find work, and website refresh for fast growing. Okay, so this guy just wants an overhaul of his website. That doesn't seem too bad. You can get your foot in the door with this. Upwork hours at least 500. Yeah, definitely don't have that. English fluent. Yep, that's good. Less than 5 proposals received. They have spent $17.75 across 6 people. So you gotta look to see how much money they're spending, because how big were their previous jobs? What was their average pay rate? We can't see that there. I imagine that they can choose to allow us to see that or not. Always a pleasure working with these people. So apparently they've worked with Chris S. Plenty, $150, $25, $1,000 with Chris S. Incredible client, flexible expectations, couldn't be happier. Okay, so this seems like a good place. We'll go ahead and submit a proposal. Okay, so here we go. What are examples of your previous work for software startups? Now you might be thinking, well, I don't have any experience for software startups. It doesn't matter. Just admit to that and be like, well, I don't have experience for software startups. I have redesigned and overhauled many websites. And so you could say that here as the answer to this question, because that's initially, that's what he wants. He wants a website refresh. The growing software startup is fantastic, but he wants the website refresh, and he already knows what he wants. And by looking at the reviews of the other person who's been working with them, they're pretty flexible. And so I'd say that you have a shot, even though, if you don't have startup experience. Let's go back. Let's look again. Let's look at web development specifically. I don't know anything about this. Fixed price, we've already looked at that. Must shop type of site. It seems like you could do something with Shopify there. So this guy needs ClickFunnels, and he just wants a WordPress. I mean, this isn't too bad. Let's go ahead and see what he's about. He's not sure what he wants. He just knows that he wants to sell stuff with an online coaching business. He's new to it. Okay, so let's see what he has. Does he have any reviews? Well, this isn't the page for that, but how many milestones do you want to include? How do you want to be paid? So that's neat that he offers that. His budget is $800. How often do you want to be paid? 50% of the way through you want your money. You want 50% up front. You can decide how you want that here. Does he have any questions? No, just a cover letter. So you might have a good shot. If you come to these people that don't know what exactly they want, and you come to them with something that you've thought up already just by reading their description, and be like, hey, look, I know that you're thinking about this, and I have a great idea of how we could do this, and here's how. That's what you want to put in your resume. Okay, so let's look at one other, and we'll go to a different website. Facebook ads creator, creation of YouTube videos for YouTube advertising. Hey, this sounds like me. I don't know why this is in my web development section though. Someone to create pre-roll videos, 15 seconds. create longer videos. You can see, do you have experience creating pre-roll and true view videos, especially for YouTube? Video editing. I think I have video editing, actually. So this is totally different. I guess I could attempt to go for it. What are his questions? I have experience creating pre-roll. That's it. So I would be like, I haven't created this exactly, but I would throw out some other numbers there that made him confident in my ability to create YouTube videos, like this one. Okay, so that's kind of what you would do for Upwork. And just make sure you're not, some of these companies will just outright try to pay you not what you're worth. And you got to remember that Upwork is taking 20% on top of that, and you can't just spam out resumes here, because you have a limited number of available connects, and you need to be aware of those unless you want to pay more money and you can get more connects, I guess, or you can get a better rating here and then you get more connects. So let's come over here. Let's come over to Fiverr. It's just Fiverr. Typically this was done to get a task done for $5, but there are people that work full time on here, and it's not just $5. That's just what it started out as. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna log in. Okay, I don't actually know. Do I have an account here? Okay. Refer and get to up to $100. That sounds nice. Let's see, selling. Do I have one here? Gigs. Huh. Okay, so yeah, I did have that. Create an awesome lower thirds for your videos. Create time lapse. Create call outs for your videos. That was when I didn't have a job, so I tried to sell these products here, and then you can see views. And so if you want to see the stuff that I sell on Fiverr, come up here to fiverr.com and then look up Josh Fluke, and you'll see me, and I can, these are like $5 and whatever. I've never actually sold anything on here, so if you want to be the first one to buy something from me on Fiverr, come fulfill my day, make my day. Anyways, let's go to actual jobs here. We'll go to selling, and we can see how other people are doing it. So you have selling, and then you have gigs, earnings, buy request, promote yourself. I don't actually know how this works. You can create a seller video animation, generate a custom offer. So Fiverr basically requires people to come to you, and you have to have a brand that you post out there that people come and they want to see what you're about. That's kind of hard to do if you don't have marketing. So typically Fiverr goes best with like Facebook ads for your service or whatever you have, and word of mouth. Just tell your friends and family. What if you're a web developer? You don't have friends, and Anyways, come over here to selling. Let's see. Go to Fiverr. So you can see that people are actually selling. They're selling pro services. I think it's starting at $5,000, an outstanding animated explainer video, $5,000. That's quite the money, right? Site copy captures your business. So it's not just $5. But the problem with Fiverr is that you need people to come to you, which means you have to get your name out there, which means you need a brand. So this isn't a great place to go and like apply for a job. This is a great place to offer your services. So I'm going to go ahead and cancel out Fiverr here, and we can go to the next one, which is AngelList. All right. So let me log in. And you can sort this by contract. Contract is essentially freelance for a specified amount of time. Let's go to jobs here. Open to offers. I don't remember changing that, but okay. We would like to do job type and then come down here and click contract. So full-time contract, that doesn't really make sense. Software engineer. Okay, so we have 14 startups in Utah that are open to contract. Awesome, full stack, remote, okay, contract 90 to 100K. Just be careful here. So you can click this, and then again, so it takes us here, and we could apply. I don't necessarily know what their specifics are. We need a talented full stack developer. You need 4 years experience, TypeScript, all that stuff. So this essentially for applying to contract jobs as a freelancer is not too different from just applying to a normal job. You just have to go in knowing that you might not have a job at the end of it, or they might not want to hire you on full time. So just be cautious of that. Again, down here, there's all these different contract. I'm not sure. We'd have to look full-time. So this is a way that you can find contract or freelance contract jobs on AngelList. And then, and then what you need to do is go to Google Maps and look on places around you. Look for different shops or whatever and click on them. And click on them on Google Maps. Go to their website if they have a website. If they don't have a website, it's not listed on Google Maps, type it in and see if it exists. And usually it'll be like the domain was probably taken for their business name and they couldn't get that, and so it's slightly modified, like hairstyle official 1 or something like that, and you'll have to search through a little bit to find it, but go there and find it and click it. And so then call them up and be like, hey, I had a great experience here. I would love it if I could do something for you. I'm actually a developer and I really think you deserve more clients, right? Lift them up. Don't be like, well, it needs work. I think that you deserve more clients, and a limiting factor here is your website, and I'd love to have a shot at redoing it for you, right? And then just say, what do you think about that? Don't mention anything about compensation or anything like that, and see what they say. They might be like, and then, don't, just say, does that sound fair enough? We could just get something started, see if you like it. I was there last week. You don't even have to be, right? Because I've called them up before, and I've said, like, hey, can I make a website? And they just hung up. And I was like, okay, call them up again. Hey, I live right down the road. I don't know why I said that, but, hey, I live right down the road. Let me make a website. Boop, boop, boop. Hang up. It didn't matter. And then I finally called one of them. I literally called the same person back in a slightly different voice. And I was like, hello? I was a very satisfied customer a few weeks ago, and I really think your limiting factor here is your website, and I would love to redo it for you. I sound like Bert and Ernie. Man, I've been making videos all day, okay? And they were like, oh, wow, really? I was like, well, yeah, you've really done something for me, so I would really like to give back to the community, and it would be awesome if I could come down there and, talk to you, and we can look over your website together. and I went down there, and he was like, you sound a little different. I was like, yeah, I dropped my phone in water, and then I made him a website for free, and so that was just a way to get my foot in the door. And I know that this is the end of the video, and that's probably not what you wanted to hear, but this is the best way to just walk in and do it. Call them up. Don't email. They don't have to respond to an email. Email requires significant engagement for them if they want something, but if they don't want something, it's so easy for them to just skip it. So definitely try to avoid emails when you can. If you have them, give it a shot. Just don't put so much emotion into expecting anything back from that. So if you like this video, I would really appreciate it if you click that subscribe button up there, and I'll see you guys in the next one.